Something's clogged, eh? Okay, this is a cute little Turf Power 3 horsepower tiller. It starts and stalls. I'm just tinkering with it. I'm going to shoot it with a little bit of priming fluid, which is in this case 2-stroke gas. I'm going to give her a start on choke, and then I'm going to just add a little bit of air pressure to the fuel to see if it drives up anything up the long narrow spout. So let's just play. Close, eh? Fun. And yes, don't do this at home. It's a fire hazard. But it was almost running, eh? We'll play with it some more. I got gardening to do. All right. Can you see that bolt right there? And under there, the same one. I'm going to take those 2 bolts off and get rid of the muffler. And then I can access the little door for the diaphragm fuel pump. So I'm just having lunch here. I'll be right back. All right, hold still. I got the muffler off. I only had to loosen that one and take that one right out, and it just works. The clamp is open like that. So that's an improved design from the closed loop hole right there. So now we're going to take this screw off and those 4 screws for the little door. Right. One moment, please. Right there, that little door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can clean the carburetor mostly and put in a new diaphragm. My screwdriver might be too long for this. Let's see if we can do it without disconnecting this breather pipe. It's this one in the bottom, that's our evil one. Oh yeah. In fact, it came off so loose it just might be sucking air in here, which is why it needs so much choke, eh? There we go. 1. Get the 2 hardest ones first. Oh yeah, that's totally loose. Well, if we're going to go for it, if I have the exact little diaphragm, they work for both the 3s and the 5s. 3 horsepower and the 5 horsepowers, I hope. My hands are in the way. I never thought about my hands being in the way. Such a good shot and all. Okay, this should just pop off here. Well, okay. Crystal blue persuasion. There it is. Oh. on the spring and the cup. Good. Okay. Well, now I probably have torn it, but let's see how. Oh, look at that. It's torn to pieces. That's the fibers inside the fuel pump flap. Well, that might do it. So now we're going to clean a little bit of carb spray into here, down into the hole, into here, and then we'll just put her back together. We should hear some gurgling. So let me just move you over a little bit. We're going to use both carb sprays. I bite you. It's nice to find something when you're... Now we need a light. Light! Where's the down tube? It's not there, eh? Okay. So now we're going to shoot into both directions. Into here. You hear that? And here. That's coming out of the tank. Good. Bon ciao. I'm going to make sure those are tight. These bolts right here that hold the carburetor onto the what's-a-rator. Oh, Rottman! You old mucker! Hard to believe that in England that's kind of a compliment to your friend, eh? Here you call somebody an old mucker and you end up duking it out behind the school. Okay, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, let's have a look at these. I order these 10 at a time from Briggs. 270026. Okay, so there's the newie. It's going that way, I guess. And there's the oldie. Look at how shrunk up and deformed that is. Even on the top, I'll line them up. Good. And I actually think it goes on like that. Yep, you can see the spring pushes against this. There. Alrighty. So we got to get the spring and the spring protector retainer thingy. Sometimes I've used just a tiny bit of grease to hold these in. But we'll, you know what, we'll put that up there. We'll get the little door. We just get the happy little door. And then this should have some kind of an alignment pin on it, if I remember correctly. Nope. Smooth as a baby's bottom, eh? I'm going to just wire brush this a little tiny bit here. I'll be back. And we'll just clean this up a little bit here too. Yeah, there is a hole. There is a pin. All right. Go figure. So we got to get that. We have to get this in there. I wonder if I should just tilt the tiller back. Yeah. Hang on, guys. I'm not ignoring you. If you're good, you're going to get an ice cream. If you're not good, you go to bed without supper. Okay, I'm going to just tilt this baby back a little bit. Good. That might just be enough to hold. Now we have to adjust you. Where are we? Right there. No, I want that to stay there is all. Stay. Ooh, that's got some schmoosh on it. My overalls are so dirty now, I might as well just use them. It's a schmoo on my hands, actually. Good. Okay, let's just lay that in there. I wonder. Good. Okay. man. Let's rotate it a half degree. You see if that helps. Nope. Ah, there we go. Cover. Flapperooner. And all we need on there is one screw. The old screw had 4 holes, did it? Yes, sirree, Bob. That's gonna work. Galurp. Let's try a different hole. Here we are. Don't know why the other hole never worked. Good. And then one more, and then we'll be home free. Are you getting any of this? Some, eh? With my hands in the way. Good, I think we're there. Fourth, go woo woo. I think this is going to be the secret. I just about burnt myself on that muffler the last time I was working on it, because the old stuff, the safety devices are between your ears, eh? Okay. Now we need that, and we need the one bolt. We tuck this up from underneath. We just push that back a little bit, and everybody's happy. And we just tuck this, loosen it up, tuck it up. And then that goes on like that. I'm going to put this on because I want to be confident in my ability. My ratchet wrench won't quite fit in there, eh? That's a nice feature, having that sliced flange to get the muffler off, eh? 1990 this was made. I'd have to say the 90s, in my mind, not in other guys' mind, because some other guys' mind think the 40s and 50s are their years, like Road King and that, but in my mind, gardening equipment peaked in the 90s because not everything was an automatic shutoff yet. Good. Are you guys ready to get up on the chair and see if this thing flies? Move a few tools out of the way. This is the interesting part. Head down. All right. Throttle. Choke. I don't quite understand what this is for. I was thinking of doing an improvement on that. And the bolt and the nut is off on this. But anyway, getting it running is the key. Close, baby. similar problem. I thought I had it. It's better. Okay, well I'm going to have to pack it in for the day. I've got family commitments. So we'll get on this one again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Yes, the furnace is on. So I put a little bit of oil into the cylinder. I rotated it. The spark plug's disconnected. I've got my compression gauge on. And we're just going to see what kind of compression we get. If it's, I don't know if this little engine has a compression release on it or not. It's a pretty small engine. So let's just see. I would be happy with anything over 60. $100. So we're going to go with it. I think I'm just going to take this carb off this tank and clean it. It's got pretty good compression. It does run, but it runs only with the choke on. So I really don't want to take the carburetor off this little engine, but I'm gonna. So I'm gonna try these two right there, and these 5, and then the one bolt in the bottom. So just give me a minute, and I'm just going to take off a bunch of bolts. Okay, this was easy. I just took the throttle assembly off here, 2 screws. Now I'm going to try and take the bolts out from the block on this carburetor, and I might take the tank off. I might just, I don't know, I'm not sure yet. But this is reaching in right here with my ratchet wrench. And I think I can do it from over here too. If not, I can still get at it with a straight blade. If I can't get at it, I have this super cool Gumby Hooser right here. And it's a flush mount slotted screwdriver, right? That's what I use it for. It might not be that. There. I hope you got that. Now I'm going to take the rest of that carburetor off of there. Let's have a look. That one's loose, that one's loose. My goodness, that should just about be it. I don't know if there's 3 bolts or more holding that on there. Here it comes. Oh, everything's looking so good. I'm sad because that's kind of what I projected when I was working on it. Tore the gasket a little bit. I'm not gonna, oh, there's a bit of shmoo in there. Snow blowers are coming in, tillers are coming in. People know they got the last of the gardening to do, but snow's on its way. See, that's clear. That really bothers me, man. Okay, let's get that little door off of there again. This little door right here. You with me? Yes, thank you. Are you with me? Okay. You know, things look pretty darn good, eh? Right? There's literally, you know, there's literally nothing to clog. Ah, maybe there. Okay, now let's look at the tank. Yes, it has shmoo in it. A lot. guys are still watching some of this. I'm just using a little bit of steel wool to clean up the bottom of this tank tray thing. Now I'm going to rinse that out really good with carb spray, gas, whatever, just to make sure that that goo doesn't, or the goo from the flakes from the steel wool don't accumulate. Okay, I'm just going to do this over the floor here. So I don't really see anything wrong, guys. I'm going to pour the gas out, what's left. And I apologize, but the furnace is going. That's that time of year. Not down in Texas, but up here it is. Oh, God. Okay. How much of that is water? You know what? I'd like to look at that in a clear... Yes, I think there's water in there, guys. Wouldn't that be something if I put myself through all of this and I never drained the fuel? You do me. Okay. Well, I never found anything glaring except this awful fuel that is 99% dirt and 20% water. Look at that. So now I'm going to rinse this gas tank out. How bad is it on corrosion? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. So let's put a little bit of the best in there. We'll take this liquid from the pressure. This liquid, that is mostly carb spray. Take a little bit of gasoline. We might have this, you know. I might have just, I can't imagine it being. If it is bad fuel, I will be embarrassed. The rest of the tank doesn't look bad now. And I'm not going to muck with the gasket. I'm just going to put everything back on the way it is. Okay, I'm going to put this back together. So the carburetor goes back together with the little guy on the door. There. And then it screws into here like that. Or like that. Right? And then you put some fresh gas in it. So I'm not going to bore you with that. And we'll take this can of gas, we're going to filter it, and we're going to use it somewhere. Maybe in a tiller. So let's just put this back in here where we have right here in the vise, and I'll put it back together. Okay, nothing's tightened up yet. I've installed the choke lever back on. It's still loose, right? The lever's connected. Right there. I've got the other 3 bolts in the carburetor. One holds down the breather tube, which comes out of there, right? Can you see that right there? Yeah, maybe you can, yay! And then the other springs attached to the throttle. And then one arm goes into the Z bend right here onto the throttle catcher-owner holder honor, which is right there. All right, let's just see how this is going to run. I noticed just as I was working on it that the throttle spring is only attached on one side of the lever. So let me just work on that a little bit. It's just on half of a tab. So let me get that tightened up. put it around that tab. There. Around that tab right there. Far back as she goes, baby. Yeah. Yep. I think it might have been dirty fuel all along, causing my heartache and grief. Let's just have a look at that. Okay, 3/4 throttle, choke. You ready? Oh, I think it's going to go. Let's open the choke a little bit. Got a slight miss. Okay, it has a slight miss, running just a tad rich. If I screw the screw in, there's no miss, but you want these things to run just a slight bit rich on no load. Blah, blah, blah. So thank you. I just have to change the oil and I might come back. I don't know. I gotta check the time. Okay. I just loosened this, but I haven't drained any oil out of it yet. It's nice and hot, so it just comes out of there like nothing, eh? And I don't know if it takes 500 mils or not. It should be, the oil should be installed when the engine is level. So let's just put this back. Get a couple of pieces of wood. Well, that's a relief. I got this little guy going. I like these little Briggs and Stratton engines, the 3.5s and 5s, but they are a little bit difficult to work on. Okay, so we pour this now till we see oil in the threads. I'm going to go about 400 mils. 500 milliliters is like half a liter and half of a US quart. Close. They're not identical. Well, I think we can do it. That's perfect. Double check that. Tight. Should start like a champ, even without the choke now, because it's warm. Well, that's cool. I have to show Vern now. Okay, there aren't enough O's in smooth to describe this one. So thanks for watching this one, guys. I enjoyed the job. A little bit challenging in the middle there when I tried to clean the carburetor without taking it off the tank, and that just didn't work. So thanks again.